E3 with the landscape being edited. The basically the roads and trains are off the corn belt because they're already placed. So we're editing everything else around them. Hey, my picture's back, so I didn't disappear. So it's a combination of two, but it's going to be its own new design. But yeah, we just took a couple elements to get a good head start from the other maps. And we're looking good through there. All right. We have a road over there, so we can do a little something funky over here. We're going to branch off. I'm going to just draw in a road just so I can kind of get an idea. What I'm going to do is have a concrete road works fine for now. That's going to come off of here. It's just for placement of these factories. We're going to have a road that comes up here. I think I made it too close because, yeah, I definitely did. Let's back that up. Let's bring the factory pad up here and then figure out where the road's going to go. Because I need to have one road uh, go down the side of it, not not through the middle of it. All right. User glue and hops and props. Let's find them. Up this way. Still a lot of pieces floating around up here, but most of them are sell points now, like Home Depot. User glue, hops and props. Let's see, user glue would be north, right over this way somewhere. Uh, should be right about where I am. There's part of Cogent still. So Cogent was right across the street from user glue. Yeah, right there. Hey, Wiz 3000, how you doing? It'd be nice to get these things out of the ground where they're buried and into their new homes. Wasn't there a fence with this originally? And why is it missing? I have no idea. But let's bring that down here anyway and get it to where it's going to be going. And then we'll find Hops and Props, which has the same fence. I might have deleted it by accident. You know how things hang up here. So they're going to go up here. Along this rail. And it's way over there. And how is it? Think I'm going to want to spin it around. This is where it gets crazy. Minus, I went that direction, so that direction. It should be way over there. Let's see if that's where I want it. I hate when those arrows are so far away. Someday, when I rebuild these factories, I'll make them so that the... Nope, I wanted it the other direction. 90 degrees. Whoa. Grabbed the wrong axis there. So where was it going again? Somewhere over here. There is... Oh, nope, it's over this way. That factory's got to go to its new home too. Right over here it's going. Yeah, right underneath me. So we're getting close. Gonna have a road come up through here. Let's bring it down. We could put it right. I want it along the railroad tracks. I'm gonna set it back a little ways. Right up the hill. We got a border that's supposed to go around that too. Oh wait, no, there it is. It is there, the whole fence. But it's gonna be changed eventually, so we need to make some more room for it. I can't, when it's so far away, I can't get the right axis line. All right, let's get it on the ground. Minus 57.5. That looks pretty darn good. Let's see if my markers are above ground. Let's see. We have double circles on that one. Why is that? We must have had one buried and we put another one in its place. But we'll work that out. Yeah, we need to get ground markers. That's where the train was. I'm going to put that one, and I'm going to try to put the other one on this side, and we'll have a loop like going through, and yeah, we'll make it all one big place. Let's see. Been a while since you're playing V3. Was in Mexico for 2 weeks, and then went deer hunting this week. I can't wait to go deer hunting. Started here, but so yeah, you might miss me in the morning. I'll be going soon. I got my license for the first time in 25 years. Just waiting for the opportunity. After the holiday, I'll be getting out there. Things have been kind of busy around here lately, so I hope I get to go. Either way, I got my license, so I won't be as hard if I don't get to go this year to go next year, but I hope I can get out there. User Glue, where are you? Up here. Ba-dum-bum-bum. That's the new farm. I know we're around here somewhere. Is that it back there? No, that was the... It's over here somewhere in this area. I know it is. There's a museum. Let me see if I can find it in here. It's not user. Yeah, not user glue. I'm looking for hops and props. That's what I'm looking for. Let me see if I can find it in the list. We already got user glue down there. Hops and props. Be cool if we could get some airports and airplanes. Possibly. I'm going to look into it before I go too far. I mean, it'd be awesome to have runways, and so I got a couple places I'm going to search and see if there's any planes that will work on the map this time around. Probably not. It's always a wish that never comes true. All right, there's hops and props. again. All right. So we need to spin that around. Let's see what direction it's heading. Oh, I hope it went this way. Nope. Where is it? Oh, maybe it did go that way. And now it's way. Wow, is that way over there? Holy mackerel. So it is over here. There it is, right over there. Way off the center mark. Make sure it's in the right direction in the same way as the other one. Yes, it is. Go down there. You went a little too far. See, they're like twin. They're like twinsies. As a matter of fact, if I'm good at this, we can line them up. Meow. I'm not good at this because I can never line things up. Whoa, a little too far. And 59, 58, 57.2, 3, 4, 57.4. And did we not have boxes under the ground for this one? I guess I have to, I left them behind. Or let me bring it up just real quick to make sure. Yeah, there's no box there. All right. So we're going to have those two factories. I will work out the, oh yeah, looks like my hops and props sign is back. Oh no, it's right there on the side. So we'll figure that out, but kind of gives an idea. Let me stretch my landscape area out a little bit better around these two now. Because one of them's floating. And over here, don't want to mess with my train tracks, but I want to have it just a slight rise up to the two. Right there. And we're going to work, let's get some concrete under here for now. I'm going to kind of make it so they're one place is my goal, but, well, they're operating out of these both have to be expanded too, so let's give them a lot of room. They're going to be redesigned, definitely. They're kind of simple, but they only serve, each of these serves just one purpose. Currently, these are two factories that I may change entirely because the hops and props factory just turns the hemp into hops, whereas we might make a few different things out of the hops. We can make rope out of hemp. I mean, not just hops and stuff like that. So there are ones that either might come off the factory list and onto the fabric script, or might be expanded upon to have different options other than just doing one product. Got to take advantage of all the products we can, you know. You got the link to the crop duster. Thank you, Thomas. I think I didn't get a chance, but I think was it you that sent me that yesterday? I'm not sure. I have one, but I will definitely look into it and see if it's going to work because that would be something that I need to know pretty darn soon if I'm going to build uh, railroads into this. I mean, airports into this thing. Then we need to know that real quick. That's for sure. We'll work out the design for as I do this. To me, which you don't see, is empty space. Actually, that's going to drive me nuts. Empty spaces are actually, in my mind, already got some design features that will be added in. So, why is that going to drive me nuts? Because it's further away than the other side. That's why. Let's do this different and then move the factory. That's too close. Right about here. That's better. Yeah, where it's not painted in the middle, it adds. We can do some interesting stuff with the design around this whole area later on by adding some weird little features in, like a split rail with the bridge and the train going right through. Yeah, kind of cool stuff. It'll look good when we're done. All right, so we know about where those two are going to go, which leaves us in this zone with our Pepsi factory. And we need to find a new place for Pepsi. And I'm thinking of, can you get right here? We've got the rail level with the ground. Somewhere along here. Is there a road up here anywhere? Nope, we'll bring a road into it eventually. So somewhere, I like this little corner right here. Put a Pepsi factory right here. Double rail line coming right through. Oh, who sent the link? Da-da-da-da. Oh, you didn't send it in the other day. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to take a look at it and see. Do you know if it says anything about working in multiplayer with that? Is it a plane that you fly, or is it just a? I know there was a crop duster mod that was just a spline thing that, and I don't. I want planes we can fly. That would be so cool. I know are some that are single player only, and they have the passenger script in it, which is kind of funny if you think about it. It doesn't work in multiplayer, but there's a passenger script. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think we're going to have to do a little bit of work down there, but let's go get Pepsi because this is definitely not wide enough for our Pepsi factory unless we redesign it, which we will be anyway. Yeah, the Piper crop duster. If it's the one I'm thinking, it never worked on multiplayer. And with the 16X, I'm not going to include a bunch of railroads unless we get something that can work at least in multiplayer too. Because it's a big map. I don't think many people, well, I know there are some of you crazy people out there that will want to play it solo, but it will be a challenge, that's for sure. Let's bring this one over, put that in place. Yeah, you're gonna do it solo. I know a lot of you will. Let's see. So we need to spin it at 180 degrees, and then, well, at least the little marker is a little closer to that one. Find out where I was gonna put it. Somewhere in the middle of the. Do you remember where I was gonna put it? I have to go back all the way back here. All right, we were following this train rail. That factory's gonna be coming out. We put the other two there, and then we went up here to a straightaway. That's right. It was up there. So, somewhere around there. And there's a ridge there. That's okay. I'm going to. It's got to be lowered down a little bit. Slide it down that way a little bit. ED6. Wow. Looks good. Looks good. Pretty darn close. So this definitely is going to be stretched out quite a bit. The factory is going to need a lot more room for this one. That is for sure. Because Pepsi is always kind of cramped in there. So when we redesign it, we want to have a lot of space. Everything's got to be bigger and better than before. Almost sounded like I was singing there, but really, I wouldn't do that to you guys. I've done it before, actually. And then I lost half my audience. No. All right. That looks like it'll be a good size place for Pepsi. Let's move it up to the center a little bit for now. We'll have lots of room to expand it as we build it later. Right now, what I'm going to do, because we're getting close to me being way tired, I'm going to save, reload, save again, then we'll drive around for the last. It says it's supported in MP. I'm gonna check it out then. We'll definitely grab that link here. I'm gonna click on it right now and keep it there for later so I don't forget. We don't need that list right now. Saving, like I said, in order to get all the platforms and stuff that we did, we need to close editor, open it back up, save it so we can see all the terrain changes from a distance. You see, you can't see that plot under there. Right here, it disappears. Well, we're going to save. I already saved it. So we'll close down and reload it back up so we can see them in the map. but it drives like a helicopter. Ah, well, so it hovers. Well, we'll figure it out. Ah, come on, you can do it. It's getting there. Keep on going. Computer's getting tired, I think, actually. The map is just getting huge. There it is. All right. Let's save it again. And then we'll take a spin around and see what we've done so far and see what we can run into. The computer is panting. Yeah, it's tired today. It's right there with me. So, yeah, quite a bit done in the last couple days, but we're going to be going away like I said for Thanksgiving. So you guys have a great Thanksgiving, but we'll pick up where we left off when I get back, whether it's Friday, sometime between Friday, but definitely by Monday. I think I'm busy Saturday. I want to try to go hunting Saturday morning. Uh, but we'll roll into lots of shows. I might be back for Friday's broadcast. Right now, it's up in the air. We shall see. If I am, it'll be the 9 o'clock broadcast as usual, just to let you know. So check back 9 o'clock um, if I'm going to be on Friday. And load up my map that says Pleasant Valley V3, but it isn't. It isn't. We'll just take a quick look at the factories and where they are and how bad I messed up the terrain around them or if it looks good. And I'll make a note on my little pad here of anything that I know definitely has to be worked on. But it's still very initial stages. The factories are going to blow right up eventually, or the whole area around them. It's just marking their territory right now so that we don't build fields where they're going to be. So we're going to take the new Lizard convertible. How fast is that thing? Baby blue. I did get the expansion in here. Uh, I haven't driven this car yet, so whoops. Let's take it for a ride. See what we got here. Quick, how do you fix stupid silage bunker? You have to, and you can't get it out. That's a good question. Why can't you get it out? You might need to use, oh, the last bit of it. You might need to use a roller in there, one of the siloed rollers to get the last bit if it's stuck. I've noticed that sometimes just exiting the game and coming back in takes care of it for me. Say my name. Polarize. There. Polar eyes. Said your name. All right, so let's see. We've got some hills that are a little bit big still around here, but they're there. I see a slab. We're gonna have to change clip distances on buildings and stuff as well as we move them around. I don't know if anything was here. You know what's interesting? There's I forgot about that. We're gonna go look at factories and where they are, and they have to be built. So, uh, it's here. There's a factory. All the trigger. It just has to be built. So it's not gonna appear. A lot of these aren't. There's going to be a factory, Pepsi, on that lot right there. I guess we'll go around the map this way. It'll be easier. So these hills aren't too bad. They're small, but they're going to be definitely worked around, and there'll be mountain areas and stuff filling in all this area. So it's going to change quite drastically over time. We've got something down here. Some of the factories don't have to be built, and they'll actually be on their territory. What do we have down there? I can't tell. Oh, that's where we're putting in hops and props and user glue. So there's the slope. I put it quite a ways back right there. No big deal. It's away from the factories. And we'll work this whole area out around these two back here. And I got to work to fix my train tracks where I messed it up a little. That stuff comes later. Details. But it will come down to this road right here where you can get on the highway. But we're going to cross over. See little things like that. Big bump. Some of this track needs to definitely be edited. It's very rough. And that I did not touch through there. That was just the way it was designed originally. You get the platinum convertible. It's pretty cool. But can you put the top up and down? Is there a button for that? No. It'd be nice if you could have a top move up and down. So kind of give you an idea how far things are away. That is quite a ways away from our farm, which is way up in the corner, but it's still in this section of the world. And then through here we have three extra large factory zones compared to where they were. Just give you an idea of the extra space that's going to be in as we reconfigure these, but there's a lot more space to redo the factories back here. The train tracks run right down through each of these three. It's going to be pretty awesome. We can even have room to drive down along the side of the train tracks. Yep. And then there's one that's got to be built right here. There's our triggers. The rest of the factories disappeared. What I'll have to do is go into a save game at some point and edit so the factories are all pre-built so we can take a when they're designed. And then the third one will be right here along this strip. So that's a pretty good stretch right there. 3 buildable factories in a row. We got a lot of railroad work to do in areas around here, that's for sure. Um, our forest is right down there in that corner. So that'll be down here. There's a ton of land over here. We'll have more fields and stuff. We got to work some of the rough edges out of the landscape, but there's going to be so much more to this landscape. I mean, where it's flat, there could be mountains rising. Uh, there's a lot to be done. We'll put the fields in and add some terrain height changes and stuff around everything. So it's definitely a lot to go. As I look around, it's almost scary. Look at all the brown land that needs to be done. You want big fields, you're going to get some monsters out here. Over here, in this little corner, we've got some sand that's going to be piling up that we'll be digging out. We'll make some dune type of. Oh no, don't get me stuck on the railroad track. Aw, I can't get across the railroad track with this stupid little car. Well, guess what? That's our sand area. Let's get another vehicle. Something that can make it across the railroad tracks. I'm probably going to make the railroad tracks non collisionable all at once so that we don't have people high centering themselves on the railroad tracks. Uh, so we'll head back over this way, check out that farm. So much to go. Yeah, right on the train track, too. What do you know? One of these days, I got to take a ride around trains, make sure they all go through those places. I know some of the rails aren't used currently, but that doesn't mean that we won't do something with them. Some of the short distances that aren't used, I may bring back some of those send-off trains that we did in last year's and on Westbridge Hills map still has them, I think, that you pull the lever and send it off to get the extra money. On some of the extra rails, we might do something like that. Just bring a couple more trains in. We might even add another couple train lines along certain areas here as I see fit to travel stuff between areas. Once we get a little bit closer to knowing where everything's going, we'll take a look at that. There's already 4 trains on the map, but there's so much land here, another couple would not hurt. That's for sure. A huge vastness of nothingness. Currently, yes. Like I said, you know there's a lot to be done when I can drive for 10 minutes and you see nothing. Although a lot of this is field area, so it'll fill it when we draw some big, massive fields around these farms. And but we gotta get everything placed like little villages of sell points in each of the zones, so it'll fill in. We're gonna have some sell points in each of these areas and fields around the farms. And here is one of our farms right here. In its start, in the beginning, there was a farm. And it was good and big. So we added in back over here, we're going to have, well, our cow zone is right there. And way down across the street over here, we should have our 4 greenhouses up the road. And it looks so small up there, doesn't it? It looked big when I was drawing it on the map, but it's such a small area. We might have to. Oh, got over that railroad track. So we've got a greenhouse area. It is huge for 4 greenhouses, especially when we put them out, and we're gonna fence some areas in and stuff, and add a lot of the decoration stuff later on. But just putting things where they're gonna go. So back here we have our 2 orchards. Right there. And now that we're in the map, you can see there's quite a bit of space from the field, so you'll be able to turn around, work our orchards right here. We'll get more dirt underneath these platforms or concrete. Let's go up to the next place, see how we did up there. Actually, the next zone is the one we haven't even touched yet. So we're gonna just drive through it. But it's kind of cool. I love this drive through this area right here. It's kind of extra special coming through here. I mean, good place for a little sales shop along the side of the road up in these areas. Sell points will appear and other things. But yeah, I like this little drive through. Because you get to cross the rivers and bridges. So tomorrow, not tomorrow, but when I get back, this whole area, whoa, wipeout. This whole corner is the one corner farm area that we have not put buildings into yet. It's right over there is the farm. So we have to do that one, and we gotta kind of figure out. I don't know if I'm gonna do the center, but I'll move all the rest of the buildings to the center area because that's gonna be its own little design. I want it to look populated, but not. Uh, and there's 4 or 5 factories that have to go in that area. We got to do also off of here. We're gonna add in some silt areas into this zone as well as the salt flats out and back of the big farm here. So we've got our sheep farm coming in right here. It's a pretty big area. There's the BGA. Sheep haven't even been started, but they're going to go right there. And we'll head on the road because I think it'll get me over to the other side. At least we're heading the right direction. A lot of these road details, yeah, just the side edges of the road I want to fix up a little bit through here, make it look a little better. But look at all this space. I mean, there's ATV world, here we come. Although if that plane works, we might build a nice airport in here. What else do we have? The racetrack can come back in. That type of thing would be kind of cool. We'll see what we do, but there's so much space left that as long as the map can handle it. And so far, I am running at 58 to, yeah, 40 something to 50, some close to 60 frames a second. So yeah, just going through the bridge area, then we're back up to steady 60 because there's not much here. So that's why we gotta be careful about bunching stuff together. That coal area is coming out because we changed what that is gonna be. But this is that center area where the main everybody's gonna be using a lot of this. The museum will be in this area. Several sell points. Uh, it's gonna be congested. No, we'll see what happens. And then we come through to this farm, which has the furniture is in just sitting over there. But let's take a look at what we brought in over here and see how it all fits into our farm. We brought in some orchards right here, and you can get to them by exiting. So we've got some trees, and across the street we have the greenhouses. Just watch out for oncoming traffic when you're crossing the street there, fellas. You might get hurt. And let's see, what else do we? I know we put factories way out here in the distance, so we'll just head down the road and see if they're there. Night of Elimia, I think it is. Thank you for the follow there. I can't even tell you. I know there. See, there's a factory over there, and there's something floating in the air, but there's a lot of floating stuff still. Uh, the map is so huge, we're not even going to see everything that we moved around right now, because I'm sure I passed things already. Yeah, lots of road trains and course play. And that's a shadow from the building that's floating in the air. But you can see they're well spaced apart. You're going to be driving. We'll have be able to put some better directions and road signs with them this far apart too. Uh, so we have our factory here, the sugar factory, and there's one that has to be built. I forget which one it was, but oh, we have a bump right there that we kind of dropped off that we got to smooth out. Did you see that? Yeah. I got to smooth it a little bit further away because there's a ridge right there that didn't quite get fixed yet. So yeah, I'll have to pre-build these in the game file just so we can see them, but they're going to be reconfigured, and there looks like there might be a ridge in the middle of this one too. Yep, yep, we got to work on the slabs out here a little bit because this one actually the ground markers are underground too, so need to bring in make a note of that one on this farm, which is the pig farm factories. Need to fix that up a little bit. It's bumpy through here, huh? It won't be. Probably gonna eliminate the ridge. I just don't like ridges like that. We'll have a slope leading up to it, but I can't just drive. I mean, I can if I can get across. There was going to be a train station right here. And because of all the products, we need an extra large train station with lots of triggers. So yeah, it's they're going to be huge facilities for those trains coming through. Oh, bad timing. And there's planners to be expanded in the near future. And then there's another one that's got to be built down here. But you can see the size of the old platform and how much room I'm giving them to grow so that they're bigger operations with warehouses. Woo, that was perfect right over the top of that car. And that is, somebody want to name that mountain? Mount Crushmore. I was going to put the stone crusher up there, call it Mount Crushmore. Oh boy, it's getting late. Thanks for the, yeah, it was a good job. There's Mount Crushmore. I'm gonna see that's the type of thing. That's just one little area, and I don't know. I gotta find a bridge to get over there now, but we're gonna be doing a lot more of that throughout this open zone. All this land does not have to be filled in with uh, factories and fields. There's gonna be a lot of detail to come once things are placed. Mountains will rise, valleys will form, lakes and streams, and all that stuff is yet to come. I am going to try to cross the train bridge into the other zone, and it's going to be dangerous, but it's the short way across. I hope there's no train coming, or we're dead. Oh, there's a road right down there. Could have taken that one, but I didn't. So we've got a factory going right there, and pieces of the construction stuff for the mountain. Yeah, the stuff that's going to go up in the mountain. That's all sitting over there. Another slab where a factory shall appear. And there's one, couple more over here. What do we got? Oh, the Campbells. That's not even going to be there. Campbell's is going into the center zone. Everybody's going to be operating Campbell's. It's in the central zone. These, however, the couple of factories down here belong in this area. So our National Gypsum Factory will be right here, right off the main highway. Woohoo! Yeah, non-collisionable railroad tracks might just be a thing in the future. And Sam Adams, so the lots are going to definitely give them a lot of space. And I'm thinking of basically one of the things I want to do with these factories is they hold 500,000 product, and I don't know how much closer, but I want to see stuff piled up in warehouses when the factory's full. You know, the blocks that appear when a pallet, if a pallet only holds 5,000, and right now there's only 10 to 20 pallets at most factories for the products when they're on the lot. So when you see beer, if you have 500,000 beer in there, technically, no, we can't have that many pallets, but at 5,000 a piece, 500,000 means that we'd have 100 pallets should show on that, uh, right? 100 times 5,000, yeah, means 100 pallets should be shown on that landscape for realism. And who knows? A little bit closer to that would be, I want to have it so as you're working the map, things appear a little bit closer than, oh wow, that one pallet represents 1 million in product, that type of thing. So the B area is going to be down there most likely. And this farm is, yeah, we're working our way out. We're building up things. It's getting there. You can see that there's a lot going on for each of our farmers with different things to do. We've got some orchards down here for this dude. He's got orchard one, two, and two more back there. And we'll build up some trees and stuff around right here. So we'll be looking pretty good. Hey, what's up, Thomas? Gave me a link to your channel. Good work. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're working on a map. It's going to take quite a while, but 16x map. And we're just starting out. So every farm with its own BGA and its own garages, and we've got a lot of work to do. But let's test it. Is it still working? Yeah, garages are still working and everything. Everything's here except for sugarcane does not appear in my menu correctly because I have not fixed it in this one. So I'm going through and say, where's the sugarcane? It's not in here. I got to do that fix for this map as well. Um, it's going to be pretty cool. I think I'm liking it, but I always like it. I have to. Either that or I would stop doing it. I'm going to park here at my house and enjoy my farm. I actually like the layout of this one with the orchards over there. It's going to be pretty cool. Now, I did notice uh, on the new expansion, I just jumped on that red map. I don't care for the looks of the sugarcane map that much myself. I get it, but I was looking around for things that could be used if they ever get it. They're palm trees. There are actual palm trees. We could plant nice palms in an area, and they're cuttable. So that was kind of nice. Yeah, this is a big map. We made one loop around it. We'll be back soon, either Friday or Monday, depending if I get home on Friday on time to do a show, or if I even come home Friday. I gotta work. That's a little bit high. I mean, there's a lot of adjusting that's gonna come in as we do it. I lined up this end. Yeah, it's off the ground a little bit, but we're just moving things around and putting them in place. I love the looks of the mountain in the distance, and we'll be able to drive up that sucker at some point. Here, let's drive up it now. Just give you an idea up close. Uh, and I want more of those features throughout the map, but that's going to be where the mining is going to take place. We're going to work in, I like the roughness of it, so I don't want to smooth the whole thing out, but I got to smooth paths through that mountain, and it might get bigger, but in along the paths, I'm going to have areas where you're mining the different products. Yeah, well, they're we're palm trees, yeah, and you could cut them. I'll show you. Anybody that hasn't seen that map, we'll do that for the last thing. But I'm gonna jump over here and just the goal is to start off where I started this pretty low. It's rough because I want it to look rough, but I'm gonna smooth out some paths that start winding up maybe like through here. It's very rough, but it's got to be smoothed out so we can start climbing up this area of the mountain and then off to the right side. Yeah, we're never going to make it up right now until I start smoothing out the paths. But we're going to come up through here with a road. Here, we'll get out and walk it. It'll be easier. And then dig into areas on this side of this mountain. I mean, there's enough room if you look at how big I made this. I made it so when I start smoothing this out, there's enough room to like start uh, gravel mining maybe down in this area, work over to ore somewhere up here a little bit further away, but we'll have a nice smooth roads winding through this, and it's just going to be a massive mining mountain. We've got gravel, ore, stone, and coal that are going to be positioned throughout this mountain, and it's huge. It actually goes to as high as we can go ceiling wise in the map. I wanted to make it huge. So when we get up to the top, I could go a little bit higher, but I'd have a flat top on the mountain. You can actually, we'll put a lookout point. We're going to wind some roads. Yeah, we're way up there now. But going to be a pretty awesome view of the valley down below. That's for darn sure. Once it all fills in. Because this thing is as tall as you can get without having a flat top. We're going to have to build in the border so it's not black looking. We'll put some distance buildings in. But yeah, Dave, have you seen the poplar? We've used some poplar trees, but I'll take a quick look at the other map here before we log out. I'm going a little long with this segment, but what the heck? Uh, I think they were palms. Weren't they palms? I'll jump in to a clean save game with the Estancia La Pacho or something like that for anybody that hasn't seen it yet. Mount Nosebleed. Yeah, so this is the new Platinum Edition map for those of you guys who haven't seen it. We're not going to do a lot on it, but I'm going to just drive a little bit. I think it looks kind of plasticky, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's different. I love different. I'm not saying I don't like it. I actually like certain things of it. I did a quick drive around, but it almost looks a little not real to me for some reason. Uh, it looks nice, but let's get my truck out of the garage. I like the garage. I wish I could steal the garage out of here. Okay, we can roll up the door, grab my truck. Whoops, drive it into a wall. And this is your roads. I mean, I like the lighter color grass. These trees, I believe, are not. They're time for a chainsaw. I tried to cut one of these trees before. It wasn't, but I don't think. Whoops, I always do that. Instead, hit the one key. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these fat trees here, they're too fat. They're not cuttable. Not at all. But somewhere out here. Yeah, see, these are palms. See these palms up here? These little palm trees that are growing. There's a lot of nice bushes, but these are definitely palm trees, and they can be cut down. So that was kind of cool. I felled the palm tree. I don't know, they're pretty straight, so there's a little jog in the trunk, but I think that they might be able to go through I don't know if anybody's tried it, but those are palms and they can be cut and they're looking pretty good. But overall, also, I thought that the map was, shall we say, lacking details like a lot of their other maps have. I mean, yeah, it has the road, but building wise and uh, just added features seem to be a little bit lacking to me. I don't know if it's just me or what it is, but maybe I haven't driven around the whole thing. But we'll just do a quick tour. So, what do we have over here? Here's your mini map. We'll bring that up. So, right here we are at, where am I on there? Yeah, I can't even see myself. Oh, up there. So there's a lumber yard right over here. That's your lumber yard on the other side of the fence. Lumber yard. nice little chute there. I wonder if the logs go up there or the wood chips. Oh, it's wood chips. Yeah, that'll be interesting. And I can't drive with that map up there. And this area up here just seems to be. I drove through this. It seems to be just like a big vacant. Oh, watch out for that small bridge. Whoa. Some type of temple thing going on up here. Now there's a bridge up there in the distance. I was hoping I could cross, and no, it leads to off the map. It looks like somebody ran their car off the road. I mean, it's different. Definitely different. So I don't know. Now the soil is red underneath the fields too. Do you see that? I can't wait to see what that looks like when you're plowing it, and if it's noticeable in between the textures and stuff when you're plowing, when you're fertilizing, how noticeable it shows up. I'm gonna give it a try soon, maybe when I get back from weekend vacation. But this bridge up here looked really cool, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to go over that bridge, you know? And so I came up here and it's closed, and I realized I was at the edge of the map. But you know what I did notice? You can at least knock the barrier. Oh, I got stuck. The barriers move. I'm stuck against the side of the map. So yeah, the only other thing I could tell you is I do like, and I know a lot of people might not care for that, but how cool is that? I mean, I like new equipment, and we do have the sugarcane harvester, but planting your fields with the big sugarcane seed bin thing going on, yeah, it's only a couple rows at a time, but it's different, you know? It's pretty awesome. So look at the money go down because I have it here. Watch this. Let's unhire the worker for a minute. Let's turn it on so that helper refill seed off. And then let's watch how fast the seed goes down. 8,000. Now we're only doing a couple little rows, but that I bet you that this thing has to be there's a 4-row planter too, yeah. This is the one they start you off with. So when you're doing, I guess, 2 rows at a time, it's not going down as fast as I thought it would. But when you get a big planter, man, it still only did 2 rows. You know, it's a lot of field to do. So yeah, I think it's pretty interesting. I like the mess. I haven't even looked at the combines. Let's bring a couple of those in. Really, I haven't. I literally. Let's bring in. What's the big one? We got a single row billet planter. We've got the multi-row monster right here. What's this option? Trailer hitch? Oh yeah. Let's take a look at it. Okay, lag me out while I buy it. Must be big. Sorry, truck. There she is. What are my options? X to unfold as usual. A V. And what do we do with this crazy thing? Does it blow in? You put a trailer on the back and it blows into the trailer, I guess, right? Is that what the deal is here? So we grab the sugarcane trailer like this one here. I'm guessing that we Yep. Wow, no brakes on that going forward. Kept rolling. Hold on, get on that hitch there. It said it had trailer hitch. Am I not lined up? Why is it? How is it? What is it? That don't work. I don't have a clue. Uh, what the heck? It's too far away from the hitch. So, how did that work? Oh, that's a hauling. There's a harvest trailer. I don't know the difference. Which one am I looking for? One of these? Like this one here? We'll try that one. See if I can hook onto that one. I think that's what we're looking for. Wait a minute. It doesn't hook up to that thing. I have no idea. I'll figure it out. You can tell I don't farm from real life. Uh, there's that, and I don't know. What the heck is this thing? It is with a sewing machine you can sew fields. Oh, is that what we? Okay. Yeah, you got me. But the raised and shoot, how do you do that? Is it I don't get any controls to raise my chute anywhere. I pipe out. Oh, we can pipe out. Oh, it turns a little sideways. Oh, it's looking for the trailers. Oh, that's nice. Oh, look at that. It's looking around for trailers, so it knows to do something. But it won't hook up to that. No. All right. We'll figure it out. You drive alongside, but there's got to be a way. I asked for the hitch. It just doesn't hook up onto those, so I guess I got to find something that it will hook up to. Try the yellow one. The this this one right over here, the orangish yellow thing. Oh, wait, I think I had something. Come on. Oh, there's a hitch. It's hooked on, but it's now can I raise or lower? Oh, wait, there's something. Oh, the bin. Check that out. I like the bin dumps. Let me tab back to my vehicle. No, that's not what I'm. Yeah, I can't figure out how to I guess it's too tall, but you could hook up onto smaller regular trailers, I guess then. Cause that one's just too tall for this. So I guess you could just use a regular tipper that is shorter. Like your da 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 tippers. Where are we? I'm blind right now, right there. So I bet you if I grab this one, for instance, I could hook up to that pretty easily. Sorry, traffic. Sorry to hold you up here, but I'm just looking for an option. And we may get away with a bigger one eventually. Get off of there. It won't. Here, pipe back in. Here, come this way. Why is it not finding? That's interesting. Pipe in. I guess it could do it like that. Yeah. Well, that's going to be it for today. Oh, it's covered. Yeah. So it actually, does it have? Let's see. Open and pipe out. And now will it follow that one? Oh yeah, there we go. We're good now. Okay, we can do some sugarcane harvesting once we get some. There you go. I have to check that out. But so it's, yeah, new equipment. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Try it out on the other map, especially on my map. But I don't think I actually looked the other day, and I don't think there was a field. I don't think they started a field with sugarcane. Sugarcane. I'm not seeing any started. It's kind of weird. Add a new product and not give you a starter field to practice with. That's weird. Field 14 does it? Where's 14? 12, 13, 15. Oh, that's the one I'm planting. Didn't have anything on it. It's gonna have sugarcane, but it's being planted. All right. Anyhow, guys, I went over. Thanks for watching. Thank you again to Around to It for your huge donation. That's a huge help. We're halfway there, and I've got, what, about 6 weeks to go, 5 weeks to go. So a lot of stress relieved from that. But thanks, everybody, again, and we will catch you all. If I can, I'll be here Friday, but we'll be back at it doing multiple broadcasts when I do get back. And if I can't make it for Friday, it'll probably be Monday, Tuesday, right back into it. But they will probably be earlier in the day because of events that I have to attend for this Dominican trip and everything else. So we might do some early if I can't be here at night, or some late when I get home. Thanks again for watching, and we'll get back at it soon. You guys have a great day, and thanks